And there you have 4 short scale basses that we just compared. Starting with the Squier Classic Vibe 60s Mustang. This is likely going to be your first short scale bass. This is it's reliable, trusty. It's a nice sounding bass. It gives kind of your P bass fundamentals, but with a little more of a rounder, gentler sound to it. Goes nice with a pick. Plucks just fine with finger style. This is a great first short scale. I actually had my daughter give this a whirl, and she tried it, and she loved it. She and I played a little bit along together. I grabbed the guitar, she had this, and we played a couple songs together. So that's your Squier. This is the one. There's no trick to this. There's nothing particularly stand out about it. It's just a well done, nice entry level bass that you can get these. I think I got this one for $350. You can get these reasonably cheap in great condition on Reverb. There's a lot of B stock out there available, so lots of options for it. Great bass. A Fender Mustang. This is a made in Mexico. This is obviously a JMJ signature, and what you have here is your road worn, aged. It's got dings all over it already, which is really great because you don't then have to feel bad when you lean it up against something and it hits something, clings, dings, whatever. It's already done, so that takes a lot of the stress away. Being the first one, there's not a single dent on this yet, and I'm dreading the moment I accidentally clock into something with it. This one, good to go. This thing has the Seymour Duncan pickups that they're much hotter than your Squier Mustang, and much hotter than even your made in Japan or even American Mustangs. So what you have to be careful of is your pickup height. But these with flat wounds, they just feel and sound so good. When I pick this thing up, I don't want to put it down. I will sometimes pick it up before bed and just noodle around, and it goes from like what was supposed to be 5 minutes of just goofing off to all of a sudden it's been a half hour and I've lost track of time. This is a fantastic bass. This is the one that you mature into after you have your Squier. Like this is the story of my journey. I started with a Squier and immediately knew I wanted something more, and I went for this. It is consistent. It puts out a great tone. With the flat ones, it's smooth. You can groove with it. You can pull out a pick. It does palm muting very nicely. This is one that will stay with me for a very long time. Demoed this. This is the Squier Classic Vibe Bass 6. This doesn't know, is it a guitar or is it a bass? It has the guitar style tuners. It is tuned closer to a bass guitar, but you can fret with it. If I was good at it, or you can fret with it, you can chord with it. It gives you a lot of flexibility. This is a hard bass to use with your fingers. It is definitely one that I would use. I would exclusively use a pick on this bass. I would not generally try to do fingerstyle. It's going to be really tricky. Over time, I'm sure I could figure it out. But I also found with this, this is actually how I ended up with my first Mustang. This was my first short scale. What I found was that I enjoyed playing on it. I love, again, more of a vibe to it, but I found you can't dig into it. You can't play very hard with it. And certain types of music, it's not gonna meld well with. And I had asked on one of the forums, what do people do if they find that like the strings are just a little too flexible here? And what people recommended was either different strings. You go for heavier gauge strings, or check out a Mustang, and that's how I got started in this whole thing of short scales. This is a fun bass to experiment with. This is for exploring. So you got your Squier for your first short scale. You've got your refinement and your mature performer. Then you've got your explorer. And this is for doing things that are really interesting. The setup, there's countless settings on this because you've got 3 different pickups that each of them can be activated or deactivated individually, and then you have this high pass button here that allows you to play it more like a guitar with stripping out some of the lower frequencies, or leave it down low and play it like a bass. And I mean, one of the things I got excited about was to see a video of John Lennon with the Beatles playing one of these in a Bassman, I believe, which is actually the amp I have downstairs in my living room, which is a great amp to play these vintage basses through. And we did the Rascal, the Squier Paranormal Rascal, which I featured last week when I unboxed this. This is your bizarre, this is your quirky cousin. You've got your retro vintage vibe to the appearance to it. You've got this fascinating combination of round and nasal, which normally you get one or the other. Normally you hit to the back pickup to get your nasal, go up front, and then you round it all. You got kind of your balanced in the middle. No, this thing, you go up front, you're getting a wide, round nasal. I don't understand it, but this is what you're pulling out for your indie jam. This is when you've got your friend who only uses reverb and jazz masters. This is going to be perfect. This is where you're doing your scales going up as he's doing his going down, or vice versa. So you have your first. You have your first with the Squier. You have your maturity with the Fender. You have your exploration and your adventure with the Bass 6, and then this is when you want to get weird and do something different. And this bass sounds great with a pick. It's great for palm muting, except as I mentioned in the last one, palm muting is really hard because of the positioning of the knobs next to this, but it still sounds great. Even just picking over the front humbucker also sounds really cool. Again, I think with the type of music that has a lot of room, a lot of air, a lot of jangly arpeggiating, this is a great bass to go with and play around with. I'm currently in a pop punk band. This is not what I would bring to that. Actually, none of these are what I'd bring to that. Maybe the JMJ. I have to think about it. And with that, I want to know your thoughts. What did you like? What stood out to you? What did you think about the difference between the 2 different Mustangs? What do you think about the Rascal? Is that something you'd ever bring with you? Thank you for joining me. This is our 3rd video. If you like what I'm doing, if you like where we're headed, please be sure to like and subscribe, comment. Let me know what you like and what you want to see more of. I'm going to be coming back soon with want to talk about some projects that we've done. Something I'm actually going to create a video because it was never created that I saw when I needed it. So I'm going to do what I wish had been done before, which is we're going to talk about my Korean Spectre I've got back here, and what I did to bring that to a level that made that secured as a forever bass for me. I'll talk a little bit about that. Eventually, I think we'll get into. I've got a Sire M2 here that we've modded we stripped out everything. We stripped out the preamp. We stripped out the pickups. We stripped out everything. We put in Nordstrom's. We put in an Aguilar preamp, and I even put in new switches to make it what I want it to be. And we'll talk about that down the line. So I'm going to keep doing this. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time.